welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
It'll be a draw. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When we talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
This offense has a second down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the kick.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And then we'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The give to the tailback.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds a tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Spartans will hustle to the line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the... Players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score.
Looking to move it through the air.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easy. That came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off play action. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. He gets it up to the 34-yard. the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The inside handoff. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who's been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll toss him. Still running at the 40. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Pulls it in. It's Walters. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it on the move. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on second down. Buys a little time. Looking to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Finds his target down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Spartans are rolling down the field. It's a draw. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Michigan State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's right on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man all by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just... The receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to throw it again. He'll get rid of it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off-play action on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining. We're on to that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 10 over Oregon State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And he's wrestled to the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch. And
he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Now on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Off the RPO, complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Catch in the middle, it's Adams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they're able to get him on the ground. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Nittany Lions are on the move. On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd down, going up top. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all...
He'll take a deep shot here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Walters. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2nd down coming up. The aerial assault continues. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll try the right side. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Right back to the well. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away.
Well,
move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.